You want to know how a simple backyard shed led to a federal takedown in our HOA president's mugshot on the evening news? Buckle up, because this is not your average neighborly dispute. This is what happens when the wrong Karen picks a fight with the right family, and for once, justice rolls in faster than the garbage truck on Monday morning. Let me tell you, when Miranda Foster showed up at our door, that Saturday clipboard in hand attitude turned up to 11. I had no idea she'd picked the last battle of her HOA career. She thought she could bully my wife over a non-compliant structure. That's what they called our old wooden shed, the same one that meant more to us than most people could ever guess. What Miranda didn't know was that my wife Anna can, with a single signature, bring entire operations to a screeching halt. She works for the federal government, but you'd never know it, not unless you'd seen her in action. It started on a perfect Saturday morning, sun shining, coffee brewing, and Anna tapping away at her laptop. From the outside, you'd think she was online shopping, but I knew those weren't Amazon receipts. She was reading work briefings. She gets this look, like she's seeing 5 moves ahead. Meanwhile, I was out back fixing the shed. That place wasn't just a box for the mower. It held wedding photos, fieldwork equipment, and to Anna, it was the bridge between her worlds of justice and love. She told me once real quiet that battles aren't always about gunfire. Sometimes you just need to know what you're fighting for. Then right on schedule, the doorbell hits at 10:30. It's Miranda navy blazer, perfect bob glasses glinting like she's plotting world domination. "Good morning, I'm Miranda Foster, HOA President," she declared as if announcing martial law. She points at the shed like it's a toxic spill. Then the performance really begins, measuring tape out, muttering clear violation and aesthetic standards, like she's reciting the book of Karen. She's snapping photos, getting on her knees for low-angle shots, really the works. Then come the rules read off with courtroom precision. According to bylaw 15.3 section B subsection 4, I'm standing there thinking, who practices this in the mirror? Anna just listens, totally calm. When Miranda finally asks what happens if we need more time, Miranda puffs up. There are fines, legal action. I have relationships with city officials. She actually said some people learn the hard way. I don't make empty threats. The smug was so thick you could bottle it. Anna just gives her a polite smile, the kind that means I hope you're wearing seatbelts. She suggests Miranda double-check the property lines in the HOA docs with that just trying to help voice. I run inside, dig up our survey, and boom, that section of yard with the shed was grandfathered in before the HOA even existed. I call out, "Hey Miranda, this spot's older than the HOA." You could actually see the color leave her face. She tried to recover, grandfathered or not. "You have 48 hours to address the concerns, or my legal team will be in touch." Then storms off, snapping photos all the way. Now here's where the plot thickens. Anna takes photos too, but not of the shed. She's getting Miranda's license plate. I ask her what's up. She just repeats. Sometimes the oldest structures have the most interesting histories, and she's got that look that says, I know something you don't. For the next 48 hours, I'm stressing, thinking I should just repaint the shed. But Anna stops me. "Don't touch anything major," she says, her voice not even asking. While I'm picturing legal fees, Anna's calm, making closed-door calls, typing faster than ever, disappearing for hours. That's her work mode, and I know better than to get in the way. Day 2, I find a hand-delivered letter from the HOA taped to our mailbox like a ransom note. Remove the structure in 7 days or face penalties and legal action. Miranda, meanwhile, is canvassing the block clipboard in hand, building her case like she's running for Congress. I run into Sandra at the mailbox. She's sheepish, says Miranda asked her to sign some petition about community standards. You could see folks were scared of crossing her. That evening, Anna opens up to me. I ask if her job ever scares her. She admits, yeah, sometimes, but never when I'm there. She tells me about threats from old cases, how being with me is the only time she feels safe. That hit me, reminded me. There are battles you never see coming. Then Miranda calls the police. No, I'm not joking. I look out the window. There she is yelling into her phone that we're refusing lawful HOA compliance. Cops show up: Rodriguez, who looks like he's seen it all, and Kim, who looks like he wishes he were anywhere else. Anna handles it with total poise, shows the documents, points out the grandfather clause, even hands Rodriguez something that looks suspiciously like a business card. The officers leave, clearly not buying Miranda's act. Miranda's not done. That afternoon, she's back with a legal advisor, her cousin in a cheap suit. He lectures us about our legal exposure. Anna listens, asks just enough questions to make both of them sweat. When they finally leave, Anna tells me the real reason for her focus. I've been tracking HOA financial irregularities for months. Miranda's behavior lines up with some things we've been investigating. She shows me HOA spending records: $47,000 for a gate that never changed, $30,000 for a 2-day garden installed by Miranda's nephew. And guess whose signature is on everything? The twist: our neighbor Mr. Williams pops over, says that $30,000 garden cost, maybe $500. The nephew spent more time on TikTok than on the plants. Anna's jotting notes, her eyes blazing. This is no longer just about us. That night, Miranda tries to flex her connections, calling someone from the driveway. From my kitchen window, I watch her face fall as whoever she calls tells her they can't help. Anna's smile, watching from behind the curtain, says it all. Next up, Anna files a formal complaint with the city: harassment, financial questions, the whole 9 yards. We're hopeful, but then a letter comes back. Miranda's a valued community supporter. The complaint's complex and under review. Translation: somebody's protecting her. I'm ready to give up, but Anna isn't. They're about to become very interested in protecting themselves, she says. That's when she really gets going. Financial records, shell companies, fake invoices. Anna's building her case. Miranda, for her part, tries to scare me at the grocery store. She corners me. By the oranges, says, hope you're ready for court. You'll be paying damages for the trouble you've caused. But I'm not scared anymore. I look her right in the eye and say, we'll see you in court. May the best case win. She's so stunned she can't even come up with a comeback. Neighbors start turning. Sandra apologizes. She only signed the petition because Miranda said we were trouble. She's been tracking HOA spending herself, and nothing adds up. More folks come forward, and it's clear Miranda's been intimidating people for years. Anna tells me her investigation is bigger. Miranda is just one of many, but she's the one who made herself visible by targeting us. Court day. What a scene. Miranda shows up like she's arguing before the Supreme Court, arms full of binders and dramatics. Anna's got a slim briefcase and that navy dress, quiet confidence. Miranda's opening is pure Karen theater. She claims she's protecting civilization from anarchists like us. Her cousin testifies, recites community standards, but it's all a show. Then Miranda presents an official city letter backing her up. Here's the pivot. Anna asked to see the letter spots. It was sent from a personal email signed by someone who retired last month. The judge's eyebrow goes up. Anna presents the real evidence: $165,000 in fraud, fake invoices, all signed by Miranda. Judge Lee is stunned. Then comes the hammer. Anna stands up, posture changing. I'm Special Agent Anna Mitchell, FBI. This shed complaint exposed an ongoing federal investigation into HOA fraud in this region. You could have heard a pin drop. The doors swing open. 2 FBI agents and Officer Rodriguez walk in. Miranda's face is pure terror. She tries to protest, but she's cuffed and led out, shrieking. Anna calls after her. You certainly built something, Mrs. Foster, just not what the community paid for. Judge Lee tosses all charges against us, grateful to be done with this circus. After that, the dominoes fall. Miranda's mugshot is everywhere. Neighbors flood us with apologies and stories of her bullying. The HOA board is gutted. Emergency elections called finances audited. Turns out Miranda was part of a network of crooked HOA officials statewide, all scamming federal grant money. The IRS jumps in, adds tax fraud to the pile. Miranda cops a plea, 18 months in prison, $200,000 restitution, and banned from HOA work for life. The real victory is how the neighborhood heals. Town halls, open books, a new board. Sandra wins a seat and builds a community garden where Miranda's fake projects once stood. Property values rise, people move in for the transparency, and that shed becomes a monument to standing up to bullies. Even Mrs. Patterson, fined $300 for a misaligned porch chair, finally gets justice. 1 year later, I spot Miranda's old white SUV creeping past her face, pressed to the window, staring at the shed she tried so hard to destroy. Now it's the heart of a community she never understood. That evening, Anna and I sit on the porch watching neighbors plant tomatoes where fear used to grow. I ask if she feels bad about what happened. She thinks about it, then says justice isn't about feeling bad. It's about consequences matching actions. The shed was just the excuse she used to expose herself. As we watch the sun set over our backyard, the new neighbors come over Niche Shed. Any HOA restrictions I should know about? Anna smiles that smile. We're pretty flexible, I tell them. Just don't try to bully the neighbors. You never know who you're dealing with. So tell me, what would you have done if you were in our shoes? Have you seen power abused where you live? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like, share your own wild neighbor stories, and remember, the quiet ones sometimes write the wildest endings.